Hello, my name is Diana Sombers, and I am the reading specialist at Littleton School. And I'm here today to talk about spelling and to give you some ideas for how to respond when your student asks you how to spell a word. The first thing I usually say is, you try it first. We're trying to encourage independence and also encourage your students to apply the skills that they are learning. It might help to have your child first try it out in a different location. I often have Post-it notes available for this reason. Like you could also use a scrap paper or maybe even a whiteboard. That way your student can try out the word and then transfer it to wherever it needs to go. It is also very helpful to have an alphabet chart available while your student is writing. That way he or she can refer to it and make connections between sounds and letters. Your first grader and kindergartner is probably familiar with this particular chart because it is the one that we use with our phonics program here. So the first thing you could do when a child asks you how to spell a word is just tell them to sound it out. And that means to stretch out those sounds and hear each of them and record them. So for a word like flag, you can either model it to your student or have them do it to you, is to stretch out the sounds in flag. So ag. That way we hear each of the sounds and they can be written down. For some students, it helps to have a visual to go along with that. So what I like to do is tell a student to put it on their fingers, or I might put it on my fingers to model it at first. And by that I mean is for each of those sounds to put up a finger. So for flag, I would say flag. That way the child sees that there are 4 sounds and 4 letters have to correspond with those sounds, and they can record them as you go over them again. G. Or the student can do it themselves with the hand they're not writing with and put it on their fingers, and that way look at it to remember what each sound is. Another visual that can be used are sound boxes. So for a word like flag, there are 4 sounds and 4 letters. So you could draw 4 boxes and ask your student to fill in each box with 1 sound or 1 letter. That way they know what is expected of them and they can respond appropriately. And if there is a problem box or problem sound, you can help them with it. If your student is writing multisyllabic words, then something that you can encourage him or her to do is to clap and stretch. So the first thing with a word like insect, the first thing we would do is clap it out. So insect. We realize that there are 2 syllables. So you could draw 2 lines, 1 for each syllable, and then have your student figure out each syllable in whichever way works for him or her. Maybe sound it out, put it on their fingers, or even use sound boxes. Your student isn't going to be able to do this with every word. Of course, there will be some words that you will have to just spell out for them, but this is a start, and we don't have to do it with every word. But like I said, this is a start, and hopefully you will find these tips helpful when encouraging your student to try it on their own first. Thank you.